Good morning. Hope you all stay at home, safe and secured. And this video finds you in pink of health. In the wake of the lockdown due to COVID-19 outbreak, undoubtedly you might have found out some innovative ways to spend your time, isn't it? Staying at home, connected to the outer world through your computer, laptops and mobile phones. Undoubtedly, the COVID-19 pandemic has put all of us in a critical condition. So let's turn this pathetic pandemic into an opportunity to learn something new. I hope the teachers are constantly helping you by sending subject content, worksheets, videos and solved questions. You may be busy learning various subjects of yours, like busy doing sums, learning formulae and reciting equations, etc., right? You need a break here to be refreshed, learning something interesting and exciting. Today we are going to learn poem of Unit 1 in English. Learning is fun. Let's learn English language with full of enthusiasm. Hope you enjoy the session, my dear students. Have an enjoyable day. Dear students, today we are going to learn something interesting about castles, which we would have only imagined in our life. Before we start today's session, let's refresh our memories on some interesting factors. Throughout the ages, and still even today, people have built protection around them. Stone Age people lived in caves and made defenses to keep out wild animals. The first towns and cities had walls to keep out invaders. Kings and nobles fortified their large homes to protect themselves. Undoubtedly, castles are served as a symbol of power of the ruling family. Just think of places today that have high walls or fences to help keep people out. Okay, fine. What thoughts come to your mind when you think about a castle? Let's list them out. It can be canal, huge buildings, soldiers, cannon, battlements, drawbridges, moat, turret wall, and so on and so forth. Can you recall some of the differences among palace, fort, and castle? Some of you might have visited them, isn't it? And here is a short description about them. A palace is a grand home of an important person. Fort is different from both castles and palaces. Fort is not a residence, but rather a military fortification. Forts have been built specifically with war in mind, and they are used to defend specific territories. A castle is a combination of fort and a palace, a grand fortified private residence of kings. Some famous forts are Fort St. George, which is located in Chennai, Jinji Fort or Senji Fort in Tamil Nadu, which lies in Viluppuram district, Golconda Fort in Hyderabad, and the most famous fort, Red Fort in New Delhi. Now it's time to know about the author. The author of this poem is EDWIN MUIR. He was a prominent Scottish poet, novelist, translator, and critic. Above all, he was remembered for his vivid poetry. He was born in Dearness, Orkney on 15th May 1887. His parents were farmers. When he was 14, his father lost his farm and they left Orkney to live in Glasgow due to the tragic consequences. His father, mother and two brothers died in fairly quick succession, and the teenage Muir had to find work. He was employed in a series of grindingly awful jobs in offices and factories. It was the toughest time in his life. He married Willa Anderson in 1919, who was a teacher and linguist. He began writing poetry in 1913 at a relatively old age. First poems and chorus of the newly dead were his initial attempts. The Narrow Place, The Voyage, The Trial, The Labyrinth, and The Castle were some of his famous poems. He died on 3rd January 1959. The prescribed poem, The Castle, is an allegorical poem with a hidden connotation. Here, allegorical means a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. Poem 1, The Castle, written by EDWIN MUIR. The poem starts in such a way: all through that summer at ease we lay, and daily from the turret wall. Here, all through that summer means throughout the summer season. We lay, here we refers to the soldiers of the castle. Ease means you all know, that stress-free manner, relaxed manner. The speaker of this poem is one of the soldiers of the castle. So the soldier says that throughout the summer season, we are stress-free. In a relaxed manner, we spend our life in the castle. And daily from the turret wall. What does turret mean? Turret wall means small place at the top of the castle from where we could see certain distance around the castle. So what do the soldiers do at the turret wall? From the turret wall, what do they see? The soldier says that we watched the mowers in the hay. They watch the mowers. Who are mowers here? They are people who trim the grass and level the lawns in the hay. So the soldiers just to watch the peasants, the farmers, trimming grass and leveling the lawn in the hay. Through the turret wall, the soldiers watch not only the people who trim the grass, but also they cautiously watch the enemies too. And the enemies half a mile away and seemed no threat to us at all. Here the soldier says that no enemy is found up to the distance of half a kilometer. That's why they seemed no threat to the castle. Why does the poet, the soldier, says that they have no threat at all? Because he is very confident of the castle's physical strength. He is very confident that no enemy could enter the strong castle. The soldiers are very confident. That's why the soldier says that he has no fear at all. In the second stanza, in the first two lines, the soldier talks about the weapons which they store to protect them and the large quantity of ration in stock to take care of the well-being of the soldiers. For what we thought had we to fear, with our arms and provender load on load. In this line, arms means help, provender means food. He asks a question here. For what we thought had we to fear? He asks, why should I fear for anything? Why does he ask this question? Because he says that they have weapons and food in plenty. That's why they need not worry for anything. Our towering battlement tier on tier and friendly allies drawing near. He just talks about battlement. Battlement means tall towers with openings to shoot the enemies. In the castle, at the tower, you can see some holes. That is called battlement, from where the soldiers can hide and attack the enemies. Here the soldier talks about the tall towering battlements. How are the battlements? Tier on tier. They are one above the another. There are plenty of layers with the openings in the castle where the soldiers stand watching to shoot the enemies at sight. And friendly allies drawing near. He talks about friendly allies. Allies means supporting nation, armed forces. The soldiers are also sure that the neighboring supporting nations, that is armed forces, are drawing near. Drawing near means they are on the way to help them. Where are they? On every leafy summer road, the road which is filled with leaves. Stanza 3 epitomizes the grandeur of the citadel. Here citadel means the castle on the high ground. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high no man could win. Here the soldier says that the castle has strong gates and thick walls. The walls are not only thick but also smooth too. Smooth in the sense slippery. No one could climb it easily. No man could win a foothold there. A foothold means a place where one can safely put his feet when he climbs. No man could win. No man could win. Here the soldier says that the possibility of a man to surmount and conquer the smooth wall of the castle is almost unthinkable, unimaginable. No clever trick could take us dead or quick. Here quick means alive. He says that no tricky method could be used to trap the soldiers, and nobody can take them either dead or alive from the castle. He casually challenges the enemy army. He just says, "Come on, man, come and have a try." However they try, they could neither enter the castle nor capture the soldiers dead or alive. He is very confident about it. This shows the unshakable trust, the absolute trust of the soldiers that the castle is absolutely safe. They are well protected because the captain is brave, courageous. This line shows the confidence of the soldiers that they have on their master. When a mother holds the hand of a child and teaches it to walk, the child will not hesitate. With a smiling face, it will hold the finger of the mother and walk along, because the child knows that the mother will never let it fall down. The same trust, the same belief the soldiers had on their captain too. See how beautifully the author has described the trust of the soldiers. No man could win, only a bird could have got it. No man can even think of coming over it. Only a bird could enter with its soaring and flying capacity. We all know that the bird can fly high in the sky. So the soldier says that if anybody could cross the boundary, it would be only bird. As the bird has the capacity to fly high, only it can climb the top of the castle, top of the tower. No one else can do it. Dear students, you will get the screenshot of the poem and related video through School app. Kindly have a look at it. Let's continue the second half of the poem in the next session. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, and take care.